Hello friends, I'm Rosa, welcome. So today we are talking about some special editions. Whenever I do like bookshelf tour videos, unboxings, some other videos, like whenever I show off a special edition, I often get requests to do a separate video where I show off some of my favorite ones. Now, I have a lot of favorite special editions, so we're not going to go through all of them, but I have picked out some that I wanted to show off for those of you who are curious. I won't be telling you what the books are about. I'll be letting you know where they're from though, the editions that I have, and I'll show you some of the customizations and stuff as well. I love special editions. I always get happy when I get new ones. Some of them mean more to me because they're also books that I really enjoy. Some of them I've not read yet, so I've yet to create that kind of bond with them, if that makes sense. But in general, having pretty books makes me so happy, which is why I have a lot of them. So we're gonna get started so I can put some of these back in their spots because, as you can tell, it's a bit empty here and there. I took some of them off my shelves and I don't like how it looks. I want them back up there. So let's start out with some that I have shown before, that when I got the first one of these books, it literally just floored me. Like, ugh, such a stunning edition. We have Daughter of the Moon Goddess and Heart of the Sun Warrior. These are by Su Lin Tan, and the editions are done by Fairy Loot. This was in a monthly box, like 2022, I think, or something like that, like January, February, March, something in 2022, I think, but don't quote me on it. And it's so beautiful. Like, it's a colorway change of the original, which is very like green and pink, and the edges are stunning. We have this like rose gold kind of coppery foil as well on the naked cover, which is very white. Spine looks like this, and then there's custom end papers in the front, and they're different in the back, and they relate to the story as well. Plus, I believe this is also signed by Su Lin Tan, and it's like a signature right there. So, and I've read these books. I loved Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Heart of the Sun Warrior a little bit less, but still enjoyed it very much. So these are like, they make me so happy to have. This was purchased separately from a monthly sub, but I wanted it because it's the sequel and I really enjoyed Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I can't remember what the original cover looks like, but it's a colorway change. We also have edges on this one, and they are a little bit off-centered for me. I couldn't get a replacement, but I've kind of learned to live with it. This has a more like yellow, a very pale yellow naked cover with gold foil, and this time it's just string in. The spine looks like this, and we have custom end papers in the front that look like this, and then in the back they are different and they look like this. And is this one signed? I cannot remember. Oh, it looks like, yeah, it's an actual signature right here as well. So this is like one of those sets I'm so happy that I have because I just loved the books. I won't part ways with them unless something happens to them and I'll get crushed, but for now they are staying with me because they make me so happy. Then we have one that I've also read and I loved as well, and I had to go through a lot of issues to get this, but this is not a video where we're talking about Fairy Loot, so we're not gonna get into that territory. This is, however, The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakraborty. The edition is by Fairy Loot, and I believe it was in their February adult sub last year in 2023. It's a redesigned cover by Michaela Alcaino, which is stunning, beautiful. The back, oh, I should probably show the back as well. It looks like this. We have a beautiful, stunning spine as well, which looks like this. And the edges, I am obsessed. I am obsessed with the edges. I love the edges so much. Currently not displaying edges on my shelves, which I'm also fine with. Like, it's a nice little change of pace, if you will. But when we're back in the darker months, I'll be displaying edges again. We have a lot of foil on the naked cover as well. The spine fits the spine on the dust jacket, and just a lot of foil. End pages as well are foiled with Amina on the front, and then in the back, I believe it's a cat, yeah it is, but also foiled with the world map. And I think this is I can't remember if it's a digital, I think it's a digital signature, but I'm not entirely sure. This didn't get to me problem free, and I had to pay extra for it in the end, so I think I ended up paying £56 for it, which is more than I want to pay for special editions, but I really desperately wanted this book, so I also loved it. I read an ARC of it It's a very, very good pirates book. So, but anyway, Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi. Let's go to something Illumicrate. These are ones that, at least like the first one I've read, and I'm going to be reading the sequel this month and I'm very excited. But we have my Strange the Dreamer set. I believe this is actually still available on Illumicrate's website, I think. Not that I'm trying to sell you stuff, but just if you wanted to know. So it's Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor and Muse of Nightmares, same author. We have these beautiful redesigned covers that are done by the same artist. I can't remember their name, but it's the same artist who did the Crescent City covers as well, so the cover art. Some of the cover is slightly inspired by the OG UK hardcovers. And very iconic covers, by the way. The naked cover on Strange the Dreamer looks like this with a lot of foil on the blue cover. Spine looks like this. We also have beautiful stenciled edges, I think they are. I think they're stenciled. I'm not really sure. They could also be printed. They might be printed. Mine are a little bit blurry actually. That's fine. And we have stunning custom end papers that look like this in the front, and they are different in the back. Can I show you this? I think I can. Yeah. Look at the vibe. Look at the vibe. And she's also signed. Oh yeah, a ginormous. It's not a bird. It's an angel. I always imagined the ship in the book to be a bird. That's not a bird. It looks like an angel. Anywho, it's also a lot larger than I thought it was gonna be. And yeah, these are signed as well by Laini Taylor. The sequel, I can't show you everything because there is a spoilery picture in it, which I have seen despite not having read the book. I got a little bit spoiled, it's fine. It's my own fault. But we have the front cover who looks like this with Laszlo on the cover and a bird. A bird. Whatever that means. I guess I'll know when I go back to it. Look, stunning. Ugh, stunning. Anyway, the back looks like this. The naked cover looks like this. So it's orange with a lot of silver foil. And can I show you? What can I show you? Not the back end papers, at least. I'm not sure about this one either. I'm sorry. Spoilers. Okay, spoilers. So I don't wanna spoil anything. Oh, and also it has edges as well that look like this. They're a little bit clearer than the blue ones, but it's not something that you can see when looking at the books from a distance, so it's fine. Stunning books. I'm so happy that I have them. My mom gave me these for Christmas, and I love them a lot. I hope I'll love Muse of Nightmares when I read it as much as I did Strange the Dreamer, because I have 3 sets now. Which I love Muse of Nightmares, or Strange the Dreamer, so that's why I have them, but I just hope that I'm not gonna dislike Muse of Nightmares, because it'll be like a little bit difficult to justify having 3 sets, I guess. Anyway. But those were from Illumicrate. I have a Fairy Loot edition that's also from their adult box, which is The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanson, and and this has a redesigned cover. It's stunning, like beautiful. Beautiful. I think for their A Feather in Black, they were kind of trying to go for a similar vibe. So like I think they chose the same artist as well. We also have these absolutely stunning, beautiful, stunning edges that I am obsessed with. If you can hear my neighbors, just ignore them. I don't know. We have, this is hard to explain, but it's artwork on the hardcover with foiling on top. So it's technically both. Yes, and also the spine looks like this. And we have end pages in the front and also end pages in the back with our 2 lead characters that are foiled, by the way, as well. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of foil. This is what I want when I get special editions from my boxes. I want like fully customized, redesigned cover with crazy edges. Like this is what I want from my subscription boxes. I know they can't do that every month because budgeting, but like this is what I want, you know? So it's always nice when you get a couple that are literally like all customized and then look stunning as well. Definitely a standout in the adult sub, I want to say, even though I'm not sure about the contents of the book. I have an arc of it, so I'll read it at some point. But at least like looks wise, it's a standout. And then we have the next 2 are actually books that I have 2 sets of each. So let's go with Crescent City first, because I have both the Fairy Loot set, but I also have the Illumicrate set. So the Fairy Loot set is kind of like, it came with slipcases as well. It's a bit overdone a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit much. But I have them and I love them, and I never take them out of their slipcases because I just don't want to damage anything. But let's do it for this video. So we have free design cover. I think Michaela Elkaino also did this, but don't quote me on it. I think so though. A few tells to the book and the contents as well, if you can recognize the haba, the bara, the haba. Oh, I've never flipped through this. I just realized I was making that noise. That's nice. Anyway, we also have, right, wolf and a gun. There's a building. I don't know what that means, but the back looks like this with a quote from the book, "Through love all is possible." And it has printed edges that are the moon faces. It's been a while since I've seen these actually. It's cool. It's nice to see. It's nice to see the book again because she's just hidden up on my shelf. Anyway, a lot of foil on the naked black cover. So we have Bryce on the first one, we have the spine looks like this, and again the quote on the back. These also have custom end papers with Bryce and Danica on the front ones, and then on the back ones we have Rune and Hunt as well that are looking quite good. Yeah, I believe this is digitally signed as well, but I could be wrong, maybe not. But there is a funny digital signature, if you will, in foil on this, so on the slipcase. I'm gonna put her back in the slipcase. We're gonna look at House of, I almost said Mist and Fury. What is it? Sky and Breath. Oh my gosh, I'm mixing books up. It's fine. So she's gonna go lie down on top of the Hurricane Wars. That's fine. We're gonna look at House of Sky and Breath. It looks like this in the front on the slipcase. Spine looks like this. We have the back as well with the signature in foiling edges. Same ones but in blue. I wonder what the new one, what color that's gonna be, because I thought for sure it was gonna be purple, but then it's like an orange burned. I don't know what they're gonna go for when eventually it'll come out for sale. The cover looks like this. Well, we have an otter. We have an otter right there. A bit of a wolf situation over here. Snake, that's also from the original cover. Water with a sword, that makes sense if you read the book. And also building with a trident on top, which also makes sense if you've read the book because, and you'll see him in a second as well, I believe. But naked cover with foiling, this is Hunt. Yes. Spine looks like this. On the back it says "Light It Up." And then we have Bryce and Hunt again on the end papers here in the front. And then in the back, I believe Therian. Is this... No, that's Cormac. Yes, it has to be Cormac. Is that not his name? I've forgotten his name a little bit. I believe his name is Cormac though. She's a child. Oh no, I can't find his name, but I think his name is Cormac. And Therian, who's looking a little bit less dressed compared to the other characters, if you will. But he plays a bigger role in the sequel, so that's why the trident and everything. But yes, stunning, beautiful. These were also surprisingly expensive, by the way, for special editions. But I was like, I think I got taxes returned or something, and I was like, I'm gonna treat myself. I am getting these books. I want them. So I got them. Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself a little bit, you know? But yeah. And the other set that I have is the one from Illumicrate. And I will be showing you some of the pages. What's it called? I forgot what they're called actually. I want to show you some of it though. Not all of it because I don't want to spoil too much. But they have the original cover, the original UK cover, and the back does look a little bit different though and has a foiled signature. They have printed edges that look like this. Stunning, beautiful. The shading on these is so good. And then a more like wine red kind of naked cover with a lot of gold foil. It says House of Earth and Blood. The spine looks like this. It says "Through love all is possible." On the back we have 3 rings, I don't know. And we have Lehama. She's cute. I think that's her name. I keep like mixing up her name a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is. But yeah, she's also in the back. And this set came with, we're gonna find them, like art that you can place inside of the book. So we have Bryce and Danica and looking over, I don't know, a valley it looks like, or a desert maybe. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. And then we have Rune, Hunt, and Bryce and the Haba right here doing some research on what I will not tell you. What else do we have? No, I can show you this page. Don't question what they're wearing though, okay? It's fine. But they're looking at unicorns. Cute. So like art that fits with the story. I need more of this. I can't show you that one. I need more of this for other books. So I really want sets for Echo Tar and also Throne of Glass. Oh right, they also have Inside Dust Jacket art. I almost forgot. Whoopsie. But we also have Inside Dust Jacket art, and this is with Danica and Bryce. It's reversible. It has a spine in the middle, so you can turn it around if you want to. They look so good, my girlies. They look so good. But yeah, my Illumicrate one. So we also have the House of Sky and Breath, of course, which again has the original UK cover, does have a foiled signature on the back. The spines are the same ones-ish, I think slightly different. Yes, slightly different, but go very well with the other ones. And they're very dark blue. We have a dark blue naked cover with gold foil, and on this it says, "Our love spans across stars and worlds," which is a very nice quote. I'll tell you. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. And the back looks like this with a star in the middle. And the custom end papers look like this in the front and the back. I still can't place where this is, by the way. Is this a place where, you know, if you know, let me know. If you have any theories, let me know. Because I just feel like I know what it is, but I also can't really say it. And let's see if we can find some art. Yes, we have Tharian and Ethan and a cat just chilling, watching TV, possibly American football, something like that. I can't show you that one. I can show you this one because the Inside Dust Jacket art is basically the same, but we have Bryce and Hunt dressed up all nice, going to a gala, and then I believe I can't show you the last two because it would be spoilery. Yeah, kind of. And the last one, most definitely, but I'm so... Oh, I love seeing that again. Anyway, if you've read the book, you would know. I think you would know. It's at the very end. You would know. Anyway. Also, Inside Dust Jacket art looks like this. So, they're going to the gala, which is why I felt like it was okay to show you. I will say that Hunt looks a little bit too boyish in this art for my taste. He looks a little bit like a teenage boy. Like, I don't know what it is. Whereas Hunt, to me, very much looks like a man in the book. Like, a little bit older, like late 20s maybe or something. Bryce, I believe, is supposed to be 25, but I don't know. So let's do my other two sets that are also Illumicrate, but the broken binding as well. And I can't believe I got these. I got both of these. I'm really good at spending money, I found out. Like, I'm very good at like concert tickets, things that are there for a limited amount of time. I am like super fast, super lucky, and very good at just apparently getting there in time. So I have both of the Priory sets. This is the broken binding one. These were sold out, both sets, like so quickly. I got them in the first round both times. I don't know how, don't ask me, I have no idea. But these are the original covers. We have edges though that are stunning with a beautiful dragon in yellow. And then we have beautiful, beautiful silver foil on this orange naked cover. A long quote right here. If you want to read it, you can pause the video. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I hope you can see it. And then also, unless did it focus on my face, because my camera tends to do that. Just focus right here, camera. On the back it looks like this as well. Plus these have stunning end pages that are very much, they go very well with the foiling on the naked cover. It's the same ones in the back. And I believe the first one is signed by Samantha Shannon as well. And I also have A Day of Fallen Night. Again, standard cover. Oh, I should probably show you the backs as well, but it looks like this. The cover art on these covers is crazy, stunning, beautiful, by the way. We have beautiful blue dragon on the edges. The naked cover is like a dark marine blue with gold foil on it, which is also a dragon. A long quote here on the spine. If you want to pause and read it, feel free to do so. I will read it after. Or I've already read it a couple of times. But we also have some foil on the naked cover on the back. And they have custom in pages that look like this. Go very, very well with the Priory of the Orange Tree in pages. Oh, and this one is actually also signed. I thought it was just the first one. Is the first one in the Illumicrate set then? Because I believe not all 4 of the books are signed, but we have a signature right there. So these are the broken binding ones. I also have the Illumicrate ones because why not? My friend came visiting and she was like, but why would you have 3 the Priory of the Orange Tree books then? And I'm like, because they look pretty. What do you mean? Like, why wouldn't I? So the covers on these ones, they're slightly different. The blue on the dragon is a little bit more blue. It also has gold foiling. The art is still the same, but it just has, the foiling is like slightly different. On the back, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a quote, so you can pause and read it if you want to. We have stunning edges. This is the sword, that's whose name I've forgotten at the moment. Is it Ascalon? There's a lot of swords with names when you read a fantasy books and I just kind of forget by now. I kind of mix them up in my head a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. These are beautiful, by the way. So without trying desperately to not damage the book, I want to show you the cover on the naked book, which looks, or the art on the naked cover, which looks like this. It does have like foiling on it as well. So it's a little bit gold here and there. And well, it's gold on the front and silver on the back. That'll make sense in a second. Very beautiful though. We also have custom end pages that look like this. And I gasped when I opened this because it's so stunning. It's just so beautiful. So, so beautiful. She's also signed. I believe the back end pages are the same. But so, so beautiful. Oh, honey, you just, yes. An ancient enemy awakens. I know. I know. The A Day of Fallen Night also has the same with the, at least like the title here is silver foil instead of, it's white normally. But I believe that's it. I believe the foil on the dragon itself is actually the same color. It does have a quote here on the back in silver, which you can pause and read if you want to. I'm obsessed with the art on this one. I think the contrast in the color is just freaking phenomenal. Tuva's spear is on the edges. I have not read this yet, but I know it's Tuva's spear. So don't ask me how I know. I almost damaged my book. This is why I don't touch them. This is why I just leave them be. But anyway, we have beautiful art on the naked cover, which again, can you see they fit with the cover on the Priory of the Orange Trees? Like you can place them next to each other if you want to. So it goes from gold over here to silver. And we have stunning end pages. Again, super stunning. This might be Tuva because they're holding a spear, but I don't know. I just know that it's Tuva's spear, so I'm guessing the person holding a spear is Tuva. Anyway, I'm obsessed with these editions. I love them. I'm so happy that I have them, and now that I've put them back on my shelves, I will never touch them again. We love things differently. When I prize something like this, an item, I will not touch it a whole lot. I'll just be happy that I have it, and then if I'm having a bad day, I'll take it off my shelves and look at it, but generally I just leave them be, and I'm just so happy that I have them, so I sit and look at them from my chair. And that's okay. That's my way to prize my books, if you will. Or not prize them, but like, hopefully you get what I mean? Like, admire them, I suppose. We have another duology from, or it's not a duology. I believe this is not a duology. I just have 2 books. I think there may be a third coming out, but I'm not sure. From Illumicrate though. These are She Who Became the Sun and He Who Drowned the World. Is it just, I need to know. It says 2 books, but I don't know if there'll be a third one. This right here is the reason I signed up to Illumicrate in the first place. And like that was the final book for me. I was like, I'm sold. I saw this edition and I was like, I'm sold. I want all the special editions. This really sold special editions for me. I was obsessed after I saw the edition of this one. I didn't have it because it came out in July 2021 or something. And I wasn't signed up, or like I didn't get an invitation until September. So Illumicrate had like a couple left in stock when He Who Drowned the World went up for sale. And I got it! Like I said, I'm good at buying things that are very, very limited. It is a strength and a curse at the same time. So now I have it and I'm so happy. And I haven't read these yet, but this is like, looks wise, a stunning special edition. So I will show you a little bit of these books. Exclusive cover because the original does not have a whole gold dragon on it. I think the original is a little bit more yellow in the cover. Also does not have gold spine, by the way. The naked cover looks like this with the gold dragon. and the spine looks like this. And then we have end pages that fit with the edges, and I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. They're so beautiful. It's so cohesive and I love it so much. It also comes with inside dust jagged art, by the way, which looks like this. So very, very pretty. I'm so happy that I have these editions. Like, and I'm gonna enjoy reading this book, whoa, at some point. So that was the first one, and then I got the sequel as well. I heard that She Who Became the Sun, the leftovers that they had, sold out very, very quickly. Like, they were gone super quickly, so I don't know how I managed to get it. But we also have He Who Drowned the World, which I'd planned on purchasing anyway, and then just hoping that I would get my hands on She Who Became the Sun at some point. So the fact that they went up on sale on the site the same day was like, it was meant to be. Anyway, He Who Drowned the World. We have these nice ombre stenciled edges again, but with more like a water theme. The end pages have this phoenix, I think it is, golden phoenix on a black cover. Does it say end pages? The naked cover. The end pages look like this. Again, go very well with the edges. And actually it's the first one signed. I never checked. Oh right, yeah, it came with a book plate. Yes. And what about this one? Did you come with a book plate? Signed in blue. How cool. But we also have inside dust jagged art that looks like this. I like the style. I don't know what to call it, but I really like it. It's kind of like, it's unpolished, and I like that. I think it's very fitting for the aesthetic as well they've gone for. I hope this didn't spoil anything, but like, I don't know. Anyway, watch at your own risk. So sometimes I look at these and I'm just like, how did you manage to get them? That's crazy. But yeah, beautiful books, stunning. And then the last three sets. You're over here taking up a lot of space. I don't even know how to show this set off, to be honest. The rest are actually Illumicrate. Well, 3 of them are Afterlight, but Illumicrate. Owned by Illumicrate. Actually, were these sold under... No, they were sold under Illumicrate because it was before Afterlight was a thing. I have the whole Bridgerton set, and I don't think that I can show them off to you all at once because it's 8 books, but they're very colorful. Please don't drop them. They're very colorful and they form a house. I don't know if you can tell. We're missing 2 windows, but they form a house and they're cute and I love them all. The last 2 are these 2. I love them all, and we're gonna give each of them a little moment, okay? So we're gonna start out with The Duke and I, which is the first one. All are redesigned covers, as you can probably tell. Naked covers with foiling, and they all have matching sprayed edges as well. And the first one is signed as well, because I got this in the first batch. I believe the reprint wasn't signed, but I can't remember exactly. Mine is signed in purple, and it looks like the pen is dying. Like, I don't know. Anyway, but they look like this in the front, and then in the back it looks like this. Then we have the Viscount Who Loved Me, which with the B obviously makes sense. Yes, also these edges. We have An Offer from a Gentleman, which is the one that everyone's like, why haven't they filmed that yet? Hello? And I do not keep track of the series and what they're doing with it, so like, I don't know. We have yellow edges as well. A Mask, whatever that means. I've not read it, so I don't know yet. I'll find out one day. Oh, this is gonna be so confusing. Have I? Oh, I did. It'll be fine. We have Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, which I believe is the one with, yes, Penelope and Colin. So we have a feather, which makes sense. Or it's a pen. It's a feather pen. Makes sense, yes. We have To Sir Philip with Love, and I think this is Eloise's book. Is it not? Yes, because they're writing letters to each other. So there's like a bundle of letters. All of this makes sense all of a sudden. That's so funny. I don't know about the last 3 though. When He Was Wicked. Is this a thistle? I think this might be a thistle. The back looks like this. Purple edges. But I don't know exactly because I don't know the story of this. I don't know whose story it is. Oh, it might be Francesca's. Yes, it's Francesca's story. Which is sad as far as I remember. We have It's in His Kiss with these beautiful, beautiful diamonds Yep, the back looks like this. This is, whose story is this? Who are you? Who's Claire Hall? Is there a Gareth Bridgerton? Is that a thing? Gareth St. Clair's relationship? Well, maybe not. Hyacinth, right? It's Hyacinth. Okay, they've not really made much of an appearance yet on the show. So, and then we have the last one, On the Way to the Wedding, which is this like very pale. It's actually funny. It's this pale yellow, and then they have mauve kind of edges, but it goes well together, I think. And this should be the last boy, the last of the Bridgertons. I just don't know his name. Hermione. What the hell? Gregory, is that his name? Gregory? Anyway, we have a bird with a ring. A bird. A dove, possibly. So, as my Bridgerton said, and I love it, and I will never part ways with it. She is cute, and I'm keeping her. Okay? Then we have 3 books that aren't necessarily like my favorites because of customizations, because they don't have a lot of them, but more like because I love the books. We have my Hazelwood STEM, or Women in STEM books. So these are the Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, and Love Theoretically. All 3 books I love. And I did get the dust jackets as well when Love Theoretically came out. So I think it was with that book, but I don't remember. So they match with the sprayed edges that they did back in the day with the original one. I think I got this in the resale, by the way. So this is not, it has a digital signature. It's not from the first time they sold it. Because the first time they sold Love Hypothesis, I wasn't actually interested in it. And I am so disappointed with myself today. But I did get it the second time. So the back looks like this. We have Olive and Adam, and they're all kinds of cute. Then we have Love on the Brain right here. And it matches with the edges. On the back, they look like this. And this is also signed. I do believe it is a digital signature. Yes, but... And also has foiling on the naked cover, which is also of the like original cover. These books also came with separate dust jackets that are all like a colorway change of the original covers, but these are just extra dust jackets that Illumicrate did. And lastly, Love Theoretically, which is purple. She's cute. I love these. I love them so much. Jack is like, oddly enough, one of my favorites. We wouldn't go together at all in person. Not even a little bit. But I love him. So, you know, it is what it is. At least I'm acknowledging that, like, there would be no chance. Also, signed. Not a digital signature, but signed. I would have no chance. Not a single chance. But I still love him. Okay? The love can be... It can go one way. I'm okay with it. And also foiling on the naked cover. I have the extra dust jackets in my wardrobe. I'm not gonna go get them, but I'm so happy that I bought the separate dust jackets as well. And then lastly, these are kind of like a mix of I love certain things about these editions, but also I love the contents of the editions. Or of the books, I mean. I love the books. So we have the Illumicrate the Locked Tomb set, Gideon the Ninth, Harold the Ninth, and also Nona the Ninth. And I'm desperately waiting for Electo. These are so... We should talk about the Locked Tomb one day. But these editions are great. I can't remember if there's anything special about the front covers because they look kind of the same. I think it's got something to do with the foil maybe. I can't even grab my Gideon off the shelves. Or maybe there's like a little bit that makes them exclusive covers. I can't remember. But they all 3 have very cool bony edges, which makes sense. Welcome to the bone cult. Ow, oh, that hurt my nail. Oof, that was painful. Anyway, let's move on. So for Gideon the Ninth, we have orange, yellow-ish, which, you know, I love Gideon, by the way. I love Gideon. What my favorite parts of these editions, though, is that if you have read the books, there are so many things on this that you can go like, oh, that makes sense. Like, no, Magnus. It makes sense. There's a rapier, that makes sense. I mean, they're bones, that also makes sense. There's a keychain, there's I can't remember what it's called, but like this necklace, it's like a religious necklace. Sunglasses as well, because Gideon, two-hander sword, Gideon. Like there's just a couple of things here and there that like are nice little nods to the book and the content in it. And then also the aesthetic for this inside dust jacket art is so pleasing to me because as you can tell, it's black and white and then with a little bit of gold. And that is a thing throughout the books, or not throughout like the other inside dust jacket art as well. There is, I'm not sure that I can actually show you the last one, the Nona inside dust jacket art, because it might be spoilery. Yeah, it will be spoilery. I can't tell you. I can't show you. But there's a little bit of gold on all of the dust jacket art, which is very nice. And I just love this aesthetic. Like, I love this aesthetic. It's so dark. And then just with like a little bit of gold. It's so good. No, Magnus. If I recall correctly, that was like whispered kind of. No, Magnus. Like, they're not really that's why I keep saying like, no, Magnus. Because it's written, like the font, whenever they say it, is smaller than the rest of the font, so it looks like it's whispered, like, no, Magnus. We have blue edges on Harrow the Ninth, which looks like this. This is a messed up book. This will mess with your head. You'll be confused for like 80% of it. And then maybe it'll click, but it also might not really click. We have a foiling on the naked cover that looks like this. A lot of tells right here. There's some soup, I think, a letter, a cat, some tea, pelvic bone, a letter, an S as well. So a little bit of why is it upside down? That's interesting. Anyway, and then the dust jacket art for this one looks like this, which is pretty cool. Letters as well. It makes sense. I don't look too closely on the letters. Anyway, yes. I love the aesthetic. Just love the aesthetic. At some point I will turn the dust jackets around, but so far I don't dare to because I don't want to bend the edges on the dust jackets. I don't want to ruin anything. At some point I will though. At some point. And lastly we have Nona the Ninth. Everyone loves Nona. Purple edges. I would say this was my least favorite, but it also because I feel like you could read that it wasn't meant to be 4 books, the series was meant to be 3. So at times it did feel a little bit dragged out, just like a little bit. I shouldn't have told you that, but we're not talking about contents of books today. The foiling looks like this. So again, there are some tells, like a dog. There's a dog with extra legs, a crown. What else is there? Cigarettes, hot sauce, a burger, a cow, sunglasses, and a thing, and cool. And I'm just gonna, like, I'm pretty sure I can't tell you. I can't show you. I'm sorry. I can't show you because it's like a thing. I just can't show you. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But if you haven't read Nona yet, it would kind of give something away. Even if you've only read Gideon, it would kind of give something away. So I'm not gonna show you, but love these editions. I love the tells. Like, they've definitely kept content in mind when making the customizations for that set. So anyway, we've been nerding out enough, haven't we? I feel like for the last like 3 sets I've basically, or at least like the last 2, I've basically forgotten that I've recorded. I've just sat here and nerded out a little bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed nerding out with me. If you want to see more videos like this where I show off special editions in more detail without the unboxings, let me know and I'll consider doing some more of them. I have plenty of books to show off, so let me know. But I think these were my favorites. It's a whole lot though. Yeah, there's about 30 books. Oops. Anyway, I can show you another 150 if you want to, or maybe not 150, 170, something like that. So if that's of any interest, do let me know. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, but also all the other booktube stuff, definitely consider sticking around by clicking on the subscribe button. However, I'm gonna let you go now. I'm gonna leave you be. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye! Oh, you know.